We're here in solidarity with those soon to be executed victims. Animals have done nothing to deserve this. It's not conservation, it's violence. Blood money!
Blood money!
Bushey cull is blood money!
Bushey cull is blood money!
Animals' lives are their rights!
We will not give up the fight!
Families,
Not yours!
their suffering,
Not yours!
their panic,
Not yours!
their fear,
Not yours!
their persecution,
Not yours!
their screams.
Not yours!
These animals are here with us, not for us. These so-called illustrious royal parks where some filthy violence is set to unfold yet again. Matters not one jot to the victim what you're going to do with their body, whether you're going to use them for clothing or pseudoscience.
Because all you do...
You can continue the protest. There's not going to be a problem with that. Once you're done, if you shine a torch up, the parks officers will let you out. My only request is whoever's got the loudhailer, but that's not used as people live around here. It's what now? Nearly 20 past 11 at night. So as long as there's no loudhailer, it's nice and peaceful, that's going to be it. We'll leave you to it.
That sign says "Dear Coal Danger, No Entry. Firearms in use." Let's see. I can't see. Oh yeah, 4:34 is the time now. We've been here hours. Since what time did we get here? About
we got here about 10.
Yeah.
Police are in their car just behind. Sometimes I think they're sleeping. They've not treated me the same as Animal Rebellion have been treated.
Animal Rebellion, they do actually cut people off, don't they?
They do that on a lot of events I've seen. They'll bring the cutting equipment. They basically got no intention because they say, well, you people have obviously got the keys. You know, just tell us when you want to unlock yourself. I said, no, I want to be cut off. And they said, well, we cut you off, we have to arrest you. Basically, I don't think they're even bothered to send for the cutting equipment because they said it'd be about 2 hours, and that must have been over 3 hours ago. But I think they're just holding out for me to stay here as long as I will. So I've stayed here to make a point until after 4:30 now. So I've been locked on for about 6.5 hours.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm not tired. I've got a drop of water. I'm really, really surprised that they didn't send for the cutting equipment. And 2 other activists got in the park earlier over a fence a few hundred yards down the road, and they just turfed them out of the park. They didn't arrest them for aggravated trespass or anything.
Like, just go.
Which is what has been my experience previously when I've been in the park at night to try to disrupt the cull with people. That was a few years ago. They didn't arrest me. For some reason, I can't seem to get myself arrested, whereas other activists who do similar things seem to get arrested. Royal parks do not want the bad publicity of throwing a middle-aged woman into the police cells. They open the gates normally at 8 a.m, so I've still got just under 3.5 hours. We don't know for sure if there's any culling going on. We haven't heard anything. There could be in other parts of the park. I was always told they're not supposed to cull when people are in the park, and I thought a lock-on would stop it. But we haven't got definite evidence either way whether it has stopped the cull or not, unfortunately. These animals are being killed 5 nights a week for up to 5 weeks. They'll be terrified. Nothing that moves except for an endangered species. I did hear there was some endangered bird here that they kill and they try to protect. But for us, it's not about the species. It's about the individual living beings, and that they're sentient beings that want to live, whatever their species, whether they're a rare species or a common species. An animal from a rare species is no more sentient than a deer, which is a more common species. It makes no sense to me, and they could give them wildlife contraception darts, or they could capture and neuter some of them. So that's why we're here, because the park becomes a slaughterhouse twice a year. In all the royal parks, they kill at least 2,000 animals a year, but here are only about 1/5 of the total. A lot of smaller animals
as well.
And they make about 50,000 a year from the venison sales in Richmond and Bushey together.
So it's greed.
It is
about
greed.
money.
It's about money and meat sales. If they wanted to control the deer humanely, they could, but then they'd lose the money. It's basically a free-range farm.
Yeah.
And then we get the argument, well, it's not as bad as a factory farm. It's not as bad, but in the end, they die well before their time. The life they have isn't as bad as a factory farmed animal, but in the end they all die. They're all treated as a commodity. We still treat them as an object for our use.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes it still wrong.
Yeah, ending their life early for some money,
It's
literally.
about 3 or 4 years old instead of 12 years old.
Yeah.
Because they're killing a large number, about a quarter to a third of them, and that means that they don't get many years of life. They could live 12 years if they're allowed their proper lifespan. And they kill all ages, so they kill some young ones as well. And in America, in parts of America, they have used Gonacon wildlife contraception, and they've used contraception even on the Dartmoor ponies. That was a different one, I think, that they used there.
I didn't know that.
They got a special licence from the government to use it on Dartmoor ponies, and one of the excuses Royal Parks always makes is, there's no licence for Gonacon in the UK, but they could apply to the government. They would get it no problem. I can't imagine there being a reason. They've not even applied, they've not tried for a special licence. Animal Aid has been willing to help them to find alternative ways. They still declined to have any negotiations with Animal Aid. They're an absolute law unto themselves. And the same thing goes for Home Park behind Hampton Court, which is Historic Royal Palaces, which is a different organisation. But they're all in it together. They cull deer too. They kill other species as well as deer.
So sad.
I've petitioned them to no success because they're all very stubborn organisations.
And how long has it been now? 10, 11
About
years?
10 or 11 years. It started in late 2009.
Yeah. So that's why you've now resorted to locking on.
It's been very frustrating.
So it is now 5:08. Leslie's just unlocked and come out.
I was fully expecting to spend the night and a bit of tomorrow in the cells. I think they would have just let me go on right till 8 o'clock, which is when they open the gates. We figured we're more than halfway into the night now, so we'll call it a night. There's only 3 of us left here. I don't know, did I do the right thing? Should I have stayed right till 8 o'clock? Should I not have? The policeman said he was impressed with me. That was brilliant. A bit strange. And then the policeman saw that I'd unlocked and he just let me out. It's really bizarre because I was completely expecting to be arrested.
Oh well.
So I don't know if I'm
now.
disappointed or not, because I sometimes think that being arrested makes a bit more of an impact, like the rebellion people did.
Okay, thank you. I'll leave it there.